everyone, Patchy Warrior here again, here with episode 2 of I've Also Been Bullied. And last time I talked about a terrible dojo I used to go to that was supposed to help me defend myself, except it was actually one of those foul dojos that was technically the complete opposite. In this episode, I would like to talk about incidents that happened back in school, back in, since like 4th grade, actually. 4th grade came by. That's when things kind of got out of hand when it came to work and came to much of other difficulties I've had when it came to learning. I had this since I had like some mental disabilities I had that I technically didn't really know about since until high school. I was under a special ed program, and I was with an aide teacher who would have to assist us. However, the one I got was terrible. She was technically a big jerk who would easily misjudge another student and would just only assume that we're not working even though we actually are doing our work. Sometimes when I'm having a hard time, when I'm starting to get frustrated, she instantly gets me in trouble. And I've been getting into a lot of unneeded trouble since technically almost every day. So the 4th grade was a terrible year of school I had back in my childhood. And going through all those difficult situations was not a good experience. Miss Tanisha, that was her name. She was terrible. She should have been fired when other teachers should have known that something suspicious was going on when we were actually doing our work. She thought we weren't, and out of nowhere she tells each and every, not just me, but however another couple students I was working with, tells us to go put our name on the board. And I've hated her for that. Anyways, despite the whole special ed situation, during my old school times, I was at a school where there was a lot of students who were kind of, high on attitude and more gangsta style, who would technically treat me like I'm retarded because, I have mental disabilities. I'd be doing a lot of, weird emotions. I'd be talking to myself inconsistently, and I've done, other weird things that caused me to be, be trash-talked, and a lot of other students kept getting away with it. Some of them have physically touched me. Most of it was all trash talk, though. By the time I, reached middle school, 6th to 8th grade, the whole work situation was still extremely difficult, because since the 4th grade, all the subjects were actually supposed to get, a little bit more difficult for each student. But they made it a lot more difficult for me because the school district thought I could handle it. No, it was a bad experience. And, the work situations have been extremely difficult ever since. I had problems with the teachers, I had problems with my aides, and other students who mocked me for, flunking a lot. There's a lot of students who would say that I'm completely retarded because, it just kept going on and on and on. And some would try to put up a fight with me. I couldn't handle it. So other than all that, by the time I reached high school, finally, when I was in high school, 9th grade, I finally discovered I had ADD, which explained one of my learning disabilities and one of my learning problems that I've been having during these school years, and how hard I've been pushed. That's when I discovered I had, problems paying attention. ADD, also known as attention deficit disorder. Not ADHD. Normal ADD. And finally, when I reached the 10th grade, I discovered I had autism. After all these years, I have been pushed, I have been picked on. I couldn't believe I never notice I had these mental disabilities. It was rough. Like how hard I've been pushed. Teachers would go hard on me. Other classmates or students would just mock me for it. It was terrible. Finally, when I reached the 11th grade, I finally moved to a different school where things got better. And that's, ever since then, I no longer had any more of those problems. I mean, I still had, learning problems. Other than that, I no longer had any more teacher or student problems. So, yeah, I didn't really end until I was in the 11th grade, when I was either 16, 17. So, yeah. Now, that's it for this episode. And the next episode, I'll be talking about different things that have happened. And, if you guys enjoyed this video, and if you could give it a thumbs up. And you can also stay tuned for a variety of different videos. And if I get enough subscribers, I will be doing some special subscription videos, subscriber specials. And I'll see you folks next time. Apache Warrior out.